Faithful to the gospel, attentive to the signs of the times, open up new ways and use new means, remain in a continual state of renewal. Creative fidelity involves a process of dying and rising. Can also mean reframing challenges into opportunities. The caterpillar dies and rises to new and more beautiful life. The glass of water, half empty or half full, invites us to reframe challenges into opportunities.
We find ourselves in a world and in a church where many things are changing. Same is true of our province. During this past year, we looked at many of those issues. It's also an exciting time because as things change, new things are brought to life. New opportunities to follow Christ, the evangelizer of the poor. So as Vincentians, we face the future with confidence. As members of this province, we face the future with great hope.
For more than 100 years, the Eastern Province has served the changing needs of people in the Eastern U.S., Panama, and even for a period of time in China. In an extraordinary history, preaching the good news to literally hundreds of thousands of people. We are a province that always responded to the needs of the changing populations and times. Whether they were people from over the seas, Ireland, Italy, Germany, Latin America, Vietnam, or other Asian populations, or people who have migrated from the south to the northeast in search of employment. We have served them. From wherever the people came, this province responded to the changing dynamic needs of its changing population.
For those who were homeless, there was shelter. For those who were hungry, there was food. For those who were naked, there was clothes. For those who were newcomers, there was a welcoming. Those who were sick were visited. Those in prison, they were comforted.
But above all, we've served always their spiritual needs, preaching the good news of Jesus without counting the cost. And we fostered their devotion to Mary, especially through the miraculous medal. Popular missions have flourished.
Providing an opportunity to learn is something we have excelled at since the invitations of Bishops Timon of Buffalo and Lachlan of Brooklyn. We have seen in our province not only high schools, but also universities begin. We have a history of formation for priests and also for our lay leadership.
Well in advance of the Second Vatican Council, Father Thomas Augustine Judge, in the Père Chapel at St. John the Baptist Parish in Brooklyn, pioneered lay leadership in the United States by what became known as the missionary Cenacle family.
We have served the international community with 3 superiors general, 3 general treasurers, secretaries general, and filled many international posts, whether on the missions, in cyberspace, or at the UN.
Thanks to the generosity of the people we served and the stewardship of their gifts to us, we've supported many international works and even provide an entire library that serves almost all of Africa. We've taken to heart Paul's words to the Corinthians and become all things to all people in need, whether spiritual or material. And yet we know the truth of what Vincent said. The community is not now what it once was, nor is it what it will become.
When he was Superior General, Bob Maloney offered us this challenge. Sow many seeds. Let your ears be open as were the ears of St. Vincent to new ideas. Take them and use them yourself. Support new initiatives of others in these challenging times. Encourage creativity and be courageous and persistent in putting creative ideas into practice. Where do we see ourselves in 25 years? How is God speaking to us today?